it's Misty from the July Fit Elf. Welcome to a Thursday video. This is VEDA, video every day in April, day 2. So today we're going to turn those watercolor flowers that I made yesterday into cards. So what I've done all my prep work because this is going to take a while to make 4 cards. So what I've done first is I've taken the circle framelits from Stampin' Up and I used the largest regular circle and the next largest regular circle. So the next largest regular circle, let me pull this in so you know what I'm talking about. So here's what it looks like. So this one would be the next one and this one the last one. Is what I used to cut out the flowers. Then I used the largest one to cut one of my layers. So let me pull in the colors that I'm gonna use. So if you remember, I did Daffodil Delight, Real Red, I believe it's Melon Mambo, nope, Rose Red, and Blackberry Bliss. However, when this dried, it dried more Melon Mambo. So for my layers, I'm going to be using Blackberry Bliss for both the yellow, the Daffodil Delight, and the Blackberry Bliss, Real Red, and I'm also going to be using Melon Mambo. So again, these are the largest circles. I have a ton of layers. Oh, I was going to show you the card, the sketch. Let me grab my phone. I'm a little off because I started to film this video and I had been charging my camera and it was dead. And I was like, what? I've been charging it for 2 days. So maybe I left it on the charger too long. I don't know. I don't know these things. So this is the sketch that I'm going to use. So I'll kind of tell you where I got my inspiration from. So for the back panel, I wanted to make sure everything had a cardstock layer. So we're using crumb cake for our base. I already showed you my colors. So I have a square piece. These measure 3 3¾ by 3¾ and everything is 1/8 of an inch smaller. So this is 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. My next color layers are 2 1/8 by 5 1/2. And then these are 2 by 5 1/4. I'm using, no, 5 1/4, 5 3/8. Oh, I should have wrote all this down. I'll try to, if I remember, I will edit it and flash it up on the screen. I'm using the Something Borrowed Designer Series paper. This is available in the Occasions Mini Catalog. So I'm using this print, and this is what it looks like on the back. And then I'm using this print, and then also this print. So my next layer for the bottom are these, and they're cut at 4 1/4 by 1, and then these are 4 1/8 by 3 7/8. I don't know, something. I will try to remember, and if I don't, just make them however you want to make them, right? Right? Okay, so I'm going to try to do this in a hurry because it looks like we may get some storms here in Dallas. I'm really excited about it. I hate storms, but we are desperate for rain. I've said that a bazillion times. So it's like rain, please rain. And we need like good pounding rain that comes from spring storms. So I'm like, bring it on. I'm ready for you. Got my little tornado prepared kit. I grew up in Oklahoma, where the tornadoes live. Just kidding. And I'm always prepared, always. So I have a toolbox that I bought at the Home Depot, and I've put bottled water and crackers, and we have a flashlights that you don't need batteries. We have a radio. So we are ready to go. Unfortunately, right now, we just have to get in my bathroom if anything happens, but we are planning on buying one of those storm closets. Unfortunately, we don't have a big enough yard to put in an in-ground shelter, and apparently the year our home was built prohibits them from putting one in our pad. Which honestly, I don't mind now because I sat in one. We went to a home show at the beginning of March. Woo, holy tightness. Seriously, so claustrophobic. So the one we picked out will hold both of us. And so yeah, and you can get it at the Home Depot. So if you need one and you've been thinking about it, you know, Home Depot sometimes does 24 months no interest financing. And I think it's $3,500 for the second, you know, so they're expensive, but you know, at the end of the day, your life is worth it. So if you live in Tornado Alley, I suggest you get one. So I'm just putting all the layers together. So remember, when you're making multiples of a card, you want to do everything like an assembly line. So I cut all of my layer, you know, my color cardstock first, then I cut all of my designer series paper, then I cut my card bases, and now I'm gluing everything together in one step. Well, not one step, you know what I mean. One at a time. So yeah. I really hope this card turns out cute. It's cute in my head, and I like this sketch, so we'll see. And honestly, this is probably my favorite designer series paper from the Occasions catalog. I know a lot of people really love that watercolor one. I didn't really care for that one as much, but look, it's crooked! Dang it! I was on a roll, and then I messed up. Pert. Pert, pert, pert. Ah, yay. Yay, 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 yay. That's what I get for trying to be in a hurry. That's okay. I'm just glad to be able to be sitting down and crafting today because I meant to film a video today. I'm filming this on Wednesday. And I meant to film some videos on Tuesday night, but I woke up Tuesday morning with a grapefruit size or a small cantaloupe size knot between my neck and my shoulder blade. And so I could barely walk, and then my lower back was bothering me. So I called my chiropractor, who I was going to see tomorrow, Thursday, today, whatever. You guys are probably like, what? I was supposed to go see him on Thursday anyway, and I was like, can you see me today? So he's a big dude, and he used to play pro football, and he was a linesman. So he's like 6'6", I think, and he's a big dude. He's not fat, but he's like big. So, and I like it because I'm a big girl, and I need someone who can throw me around. So he has huge hands. I mean, his hands probably from mine about right here. So he put the E-stem on or whatever it was to kind of like make the muscles pulse, and that didn't really loosen it up. So he was trying to loosen it up by massaging it, and I was like, you have to stop. You have to stop because I'm going to die. So he's like, you know, try to massage it out or take a muscle relaxer. And I didn't take a muscle relaxer because they make me feel horrible the next day. So I'm just trying to live with it for right now, and hopefully that it will work itself out. If not, we bought one of those back massager things. So hopefully, if nothing else, Mr. Burundi, who's my... why do I have to keep things on crooked? Hopefully my husband can get it worked out for me. So, oh wait, did I not cut these right? Say what? I did. I just can't put it on there right. I hope I don't run out of battery. I had 26 minutes when I let it charge for like 30 minutes. And I was like, listen. So I don't know if I need a new battery or what. But that really... I've only had this camera since December. But the good thing is, if there's something wrong with it, I bought it at Costco. So they will take care of it for me. Isn't this paper just delicious? It's so delicious. Probably not nutritious, but I don't know. Are trees nutritious? Probably not. Oh, poots. Oh, I've gotten some new subscribers this week, so hello to you. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Yeah. It's always fun to see new people around. Ooh, remember this side, Misty. So anyway, going back to growing up in Oklahoma, I grew up in southern Oklahoma. So we still got our fair share of storms, and my mom would wake me up, like throw on the light and get on, get some clothes on, we gotta go get in the cellar. You know, instead of, you know, calmly waking me up, you know, when the storm's about 15 minutes away, getting us dressed, getting us, you know, awake. So I've been traumatized. I told her, I was like, you've traumatized me for life. So I am very much one who pays attention to the weather. Like, you always see people driving into tornadoes. And I'm like, how are you guys driving into tornadoes? Because let me tell you, if it looks dark outside, I have my radio turned on, I'm paying attention. Like, I'm just so aware. And I've lived through one. Actually, I've lived through several. And there was one that hit Oklahoma City. I don't think that's cut to the right length. It's not. There was one that hit Oklahoma City. I believe it was a May 9th tornado. And I worked at a childcare center. I've been working with kids since I was 20. And I was supposed to get off. And I was graduating college the next day. I went to the University of Oklahoma. So I was mad because I didn't get off on time, and because I was graduating the next day, I had people coming on, you know, from out of town. So I was just like pouting and being mad, and all of a sudden my director walked in and she's like, you need to get your babies and you need to shelter, you know, take your shelter. And I was like, what? What's going on? And then come to find out there was a huge tornado. And I mean, I don't know if you believe in God or, you know, just fate or whatever, but so I went to leave, and it took me 4 hours to drive what normally was a 30-minute commute. If I had left on time, I would have been in my car right in the path of the tornado, because it hit off a highway, like Highway 240, I-240, and I would have been in the exact spot where that tornado hit if I had left on time. So it was like, whoa. It's just one of those whoa moments. And then it took me 4 hours to go home, and they were diverting. I mean, it was like I got there like right when it happened. Like, it had just passed and things had cleared up. And sorry guys, I'm looking for my bone folder. I had my bone folder. I was like, oh, here's my bone folder. Let me make sure. There it is. It's like, let me make sure I don't lose my bone folder. So I drove, I believe it's down Bryan Street in Oklahoma City. And there are just, like, I remember driving down Sooner Road. If you're from Oklahoma City, you know what I'm talking about. Sooner Road and 240. And there were just abandoned cars everywhere. And I was just like, where are all the people? Where are all the people? Where did all the people go? And then they diverted me down like where I had gone through, and there was tractor trailers knocked over. I mean, it was the crazy experience I ever had. Well, not the craziest, but it was pretty scary. But I made it home, and finally people were trying to call me, and my phone kept going in and out. It was crazy. Crazy. So, and then a couple of years ago, I think it was 2012, we were just talking about this at work. I have a picture on my phone. There was a tornado in Dallas, like just down the street from where I was, and ironically where I work now. And I have a picture of it on my phone. They're like, "You were outside in that?" And I was like, "Well, yeah," because I have, you know, I'm completely terrified of them, but I'm also so totally enthralled by, you know, it's just nature and this cloud that comes out of nothing. So, okay, so I have all of my layers put together. So now I'm going to start assembling. So this is going to go right here. Let's look at our, of course it cleared out. Whatever, phone. Okay, and then this layer goes next. Sorry, that was probably like a downer talking about a tornado. Sorry. I just remember being in the, like I said, it was the day before my college graduation, and it was really hard to graduate. Like, I was working full-time, going to school full-time. My grandmother had died. Like, it took me 7 years to get my bachelor's degree. So here I am in the bathroom at this childcare center I worked at, praying to God, like, "God, please don't kill me on the day before I graduate college." I was like, just, you know, I want to graduate college. I was holding a baby and just praying that we would be all right and that I could graduate college. I was like, please, just let me graduate college. So I got to. It happened. So yay for that. But yeah, it was pretty scary. So I don't treat any of those things lightly at all. So, ooh, I like that. And I decided not to put a sentiment on it because I think these will be really cute note cards. Okay, 7 minutes of battery left. Let's go. I really want to do this blackberry and yellow. You guys know purple is my favorite color. I've mentioned it before. And purple looks great with yellow. Purple looks great with pink. Purple looks great with green. Purple looks great with yellow. Purple looks great with orange. So I really love it. I think I'm going to run out of snail. Maybe, maybe not. So when everybody's like, "Well, why don't you move out of Oklahoma?" And it's like, you know, you can get nature anywhere. I mean, I remember they had tornado in Boston last year. It's like, hello, you can't escape. Weather's going to happen where weather's going to happen. So it's like, why do people live on the coast when there's always hurricanes? Or why do you live in California and you have earthquakes? Which I felt an earthquake at my desk in Dallas, Texas just a couple weeks ago. So I guess they're in Dallas too, right? So you just live where you live. You just live where you live. Speaking of, while I'm in a chatty Cathy mood, I'm actually thinking about starting another channel. You guys let me know what you think. I'm thinking about starting another channel for like stuff. Oh, I know more battery! Oh. All right, I'm gonna charge my battery and I will be right back. Okay guys, I just have a couple of minutes. So I went ahead and finished them. So here is the rose red marker with the Melon Mambo paper, the Blackberry Bliss with the Blackberry Bliss paper, the Daffodil Delight marker with the Blackberry Bliss, and then the Real Red marker with the Real Red paper. So I think they turned out really, really cute. So I forgot to mention this in the last video, but I'm thinking about doing a really big giveaway at the end of April. So in every video that you see posted for till the end of the month, there's going to be a word at the end. there's gonna, well, not at the end, probably in the middle somewhere. And it'll flash up on the screen and you have to keep track of those words. And if you keep track of all 29 words, because this video is gonna start on this is the second, and I don't have a video for the first. If you keep, and my birthday's on the 29th, so there you go. If you keep track of all 29 words, we'll have a giveaway on my blog and you'll win a ton of product. I've been collecting product for a little bit, so we'll do a big giveaway. So make sure you go back, or if you missed it or if you saw it and you thought, what the heck was that amount? Then make sure you write it down and keep track of it. And then on day 30, I'll post a video, give you your last word, and then we'll have a giveaway. So thanks guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, links to what I can link to will be in the description box below, along with my social media. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing my videos. I really appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow for Festa Friday. Thanks, bye-bye.